So what was it? It was for some affiliate. It was for our affiliate contest that we were running. That's right.
Yeah, we are running it for No Excuses Summit.
Yeah. So we're running this affiliate contest, and I created a series of ads. So I did two things. So one, I wanted to get some ads out there immediately because I had some ideas for some other ads I was going to make, and I knew it was going to take me some time. I was going to go out and find some like fun images, and I was going to Photoshop them and just like go to town. But I knew it was like that's going to take me a few hours to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the ball rolling, and I'm going to put an ad out there right now. So I created a very, very vanilla ad. I used a piece of stock photography. I don't even know if I put a like any kind of caption or headline or anything like that. I might have on the image, but very little thought went into it. It was just very straightforward, very direct, very just benefit driven, and just plain old vanilla image. Created the ad. Again, the ad I did not put a ton of thought or effort or anything into the ad, and just hit go. And then shortly afterwards, of course, the ad was approved, and that campaign was running. And then I set about to be clever. So then I was like, okay, cool. Now that that's at least running, now that I at least have some traffic happening, I'm spending some of my advertising budget. Now I'm going to be clever. Now I'm going to be like super cool. So, gosh, let me think. Like I found some what I thought were some very clever images. I had one of Bruce Willis, like from Die Hard, like crawling through a air conditioning duct. I remember I had Vanilla Ice, like an awesome picture of Vanilla Ice. I can't remember. There are a few more, and every one had a unique and kind of cheeky caption because I knew it was going to be eye-catching. Like I knew when someone sees this in their Facebook feed, they're going to be like, what? And it's going to be like a pattern interrupt, right? So I knew it's like, okay, I'm going to have an image that's a pattern interrupt, and then I'm going to have a supporting caption on the image that also reinforces that pattern interrupt and just like really tweaks with people. Now what's interesting is that vanilla ad that I ran initially, like killed it. Okay, like that ad did very, very well. It got in every category, just in terms of how many times the ad was actually seen, the kind of clicks that the ad got, the amount of likes the ad got, etc. Comments, just any metric, right, that you can quantify from a Facebook ad. The vanilla ad killed it, and all my clever ads didn't. I mean, they performed so poorly, and I remember thinking, because I put a few hours into those, and I was quite proud of them. I was like, oh, I'm clever, and they amused me. I was quite amused, but of course I realized, among other things, that of course cleverness does not create necessarily, right, an effective ad, and a pattern interrupt just by itself does not create an effective ad. You can capture someone's attention, so you can pattern interrupt someone in their news feed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to create curiosity. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to drive home the benefit of the click. So you're not necessarily like there's a bit of a balance. And this is not to say that not having the ads in front of me, clearly I failed on the curiosity front, and I failed on the benefit front in my clever ads. There was too much emphasis, and it was too distracting from the actual call to action to have anyone follow through and hop over to the capture page and opt in. So here's the thing. You've heard this before. It's a lesson to learn and relearn and then relearn, which is you don't know until you test. Until you've generated data, you just don't know. I mean, you just really don't. We can talk theory all day long, but the most powerful learning that you're ever going to get in your business is not, watching another course, and it's not reading another blog, watching another YouTube video, spending more money on your education, any of that. Those things there's a place for those things, but the most valuable education you're ever going to get is when you actually spend your own money on your own campaign and you generate data, right? And you see what happens. Because at the end of the day, there's so many variables. Every capture page is different. Every ad is different. Every headline is different. Every call to action is different. And no one can teach you. No one can predict necessarily. I mean,